Hi, my name is Noah Rohr, and I'm going to give a financial analysis for the Walt Disney Company. So, what is the Disney Company? Disney is a multinational entertainment corporation. They're located in Burbank, California, and the company was founded by Walt and Roy O. Disney on October 16th, 1923, in Los Angeles, California. So, they go way back. What subsidiaries does Disney have? In other words, what are their assets? What does Disney own? There's a huge list of companies that Disney owns, and there's a ton of different subsects of Disney branches. But I wanted to go with kind of some of the mainstream ones, some corporations that a lot of people would know. So we've got Hulu, Pixar, Marvel Entertainment, Walt Disney Pictures, Lucasfilm, Disney World, Disneyland, the American Broadcasting Company, ABC, ESPN, and Touchstone Pictures. So they have a ton of assets. They own a ton of subsidiaries. So what goods and services does Disney have? They have toys. I know I played with a lot of toys from Disney when I was a kid, especially lightsabers. Apparel, so there's a lot of merchandise, a lot of shirts that people wear, especially when they go to Disney and they get to walk away with some souvenirs. Home goods, so I know they have candles, night lights, um, lots of different Disney things and decorations that can go up. Digital games and apps. It's kind of funny. There's been different games like Epic Mickey throughout the years. Um, Disney's Pixar. It's the one where you get the little toys and you put it on. My sister actually had it. But they have lots of games and apps and all kinds of things that people can interact with. Disney store locations, so they have tons of shops all over the world where they sell merchandise, stuffed animals, things like that. And then they actually have the world's largest children's print publisher. So why did I select Disney? I selected the Walt Disney Company because they are the heavyweights of today when it comes to entertainment. I've been a huge fan of superheroes and Star Wars ever since I was a kid. The fact that Disney owns the rights to both Star Wars and Marvel makes me a regular admirer of their work. I try to watch all the movies that they create in the previously mentioned franchises. I also try and keep tabs on Disney since they own so many corporations, as previously mentioned. And they control a vast amount of media. I was also shocked to find out that they own multiple streaming platforms, such as, Hulu. Obviously, I knew about Disney Plus, but they're really in the game as far as that goes. And the revenue stream is very vast. They have lots of different ways to bring in money. So Disney's liquidity. Their assets right now, Disney has many assets. I already talked about with subsidiaries on previous slides, and that's just again a small handful of all the subsidiaries they actually own. Their liabilities, Disney's liabilities at the end of 2021 totaled out to $110.598 billion dollars, and that's a 2.37 decrease since 2020. So that's good to see that their liabilities are starting to go down, but they have a lot of them. And then the owner's equity, Disney's equity quarterly is currently at $89.86 billion dollars. So what does Disney's income statement look like? So with revenue, as I mentioned earlier, Disney has a huge revenue stream with a stream of $21.82 billion dollars in 2021. Uh, billion with a B, which is substantial. And then their expenses, Disney's operating expenses in 2020 were $67.329 billion dollars, and that is a 14.19% increase from 2019. So that's not really a huge increase, but definitely a number that they would want to get down. And then the net profit margin is 5.06%. Disney's statement of cash flows. So their operating activities right now, for them to operate, it's $5.566 billion dollars in 2021. That's what it was in 2021. Hopefully, coming out of COVID and such, that'll change numbers on things. Their investing activities, they were at negative $3.171 billion dollars in 2021, and that is a 17.64% decline from 2020. And then with financing activities, it's a negative $1.121 billion dollars in 2021, which was a 23.79% decrease from 2020. So my hope is that with their investing activities and financing activities, that they had to put a lot of money down to really launch Disney Plus, which is their new streaming service with movies and such. But the hope is that with memberships and all that, they'll be able to increase those numbers. So here's why I believe you should invest in Disney as a corporation. So when it comes to investing, Disney is a safe bet. They have a few numbers that are lower right now, but the revenue stream and projects are going to take the world by storm. Disney is celebrating its centennial year of operations next year, and it is still the top ranked entertainment company worldwide. It ranks at 66 in the Fortune 500. Even after a lower year, Disney is still one of the top companies in the world. With Disney Plus taking off and the streaming services that Disney owns, they are guaranteed to soar to the top as a top company. Their stock is also decently purchasable with a current market price of $137 currently as of April 4th, 2022. So $137 is a little steep, but with a company as big as Disney, it's actually kind of an honor that you'd be able to invest in buying some stocks. And with Disney Plus coming out, Disney continually coming out with movies, TV shows, Disney Plus, the streaming service that they have, will be a hot commodity. And with us coming out of COVID, Disney World, Disneyland will be toured a lot more by tourists. So I'm pretty optimistic about them getting more people in the parks. And honestly, too, with people being able to go back to work, the hope is that people will be able to spend money on merchandise and such to help Disney really boom. Thank you for your time.